Good evening, fuckers, and we are back with the next Train Simulator Classic request video. This one is, as I'm sure you've guessed, another of mine. This is the second of the two that I had lined up, and it means that once this one is done, my list of locos and routes that I want to cover are down to 3 of each. I'm not going to say what they are because I don't want to sway any possible requests that come my way, but hopefully, yeah, the ones that are left will be requested by somebody. Anyway, this, I can't believe I'm saying this, this is the 70th of these videos. I never thought I would reach this many. So, we are going to be on the Welsh Marches line, and we are starting at Hereford, and our destination is Shrewsbury. So we are doing roughly 50... somewhere between 50 and 52 miles. Specifics: it's autumn, it's cloudy, and it's 9:30 AM. And the train is obviously, well, I say obviously, it is going to be a freight train. But yeah, I'm afraid we're back to station, but in a freight train with this one. And we are in the good old Class 47. Specifically, we're in a 47/7, and this one is in the yes, the GBR freight livery, which I think is a fantastic livery. I think it looks really good. So yes, that is the setup. So let's get this one up and running. And here we are. So we'll get this set up. It took long, didn't it? And let's take a look at our Class 47/7, and it's quite a short freight train. There are only 7 freight wagons on it, but it is these rather large and rather heavy aggregate hoppers. So there is certainly going to be some weight there. I don't think that the 47 is going to have too much of an issue though. So okay, yeah, so it's 51 miles to Shrewsbury from Hereford. I'll also point out a couple of things. Firstly, this route is the route that I've done it before, and there were lots of like missing track. It just wasn't being rendered. Now I have installed the fix for that, because yeah, it was actually an issue with the route, and I've not yet tested it, so we'll find out if it's working by yeah, while we are recording this video. That's the first thing. The second thing, now I realise a lot of like casual players, of which I'm certainly one of them, probably will not be aware of this, but you never know, there might be some real sort of like hardcore training enthusiasts who actually subject themselves to watching this sort of guff. Yes, I am well aware of the fact that Class 47s never had this livery. And I'm also well aware of the fact that train 47794 never existed. It's completely fictional, but this is the only GBR freight livery that I am able to get, because even though it's available for several other trains, yeah, you can only install them if you've got epoxy fucking Armstrong Powerhouse stuff installed as well. So I could only install this fictional one on this Class 47. So I did. So that is why this 47 has this livery. Anyway, let's head back in. So max speed of this thing is 95. I think we might get close to it, despite the weight of the freight that we are pulling. We're also starting on a 1 in 184 uphill section, so I think we will need a bit of throttle before we get underway. So the signal aspect up ahead is green, so let's get us underway. And here we go. So we're on a 40 mph speed limit at the moment, which is absolutely fine. So with this loco being a class 47/7, it is quite an updated version of the no, we don't need that. It is quite an updated version of the 47. It's diesel electric, it's not just purely diesel now. And yeah, I think it's a great looking thing. Great looking thing inside, and it looks fantastic outside as well with that GBR freight livery. I really do wish that I could get you know, either the class 92 or the class 60 GBR freight livery, but yeah, I'm not paying the ridiculous amounts that Armstrong Powerhouse want for their enhancement packs, just so that I could then install a livery that I like. Right, I have to ease off the throttle, but not for long. We are about to enter a 75 mph zone. So here we are. Just wait for the rest of the train to enter it, and away we go. So obviously there will be no stops along the way. We're just heading straight from Hereford to Shrewsbury. Believe it or not, this is the first time I've done this route going in this direction. Every time I have done this route before, including the career scenarios that I've done for this route, I've always been going, yeah, from Shrewsbury south. I don't think it's going to surprise too many people when I say, in fact, no, I was about to say this is the first time I've driven a class 47 on this route. That's not the case at all. one of the request videos I did had me driving a Class 47 from Shrewsbury down here and eventually going to Bristol Temple Meads. I do think this is a beautiful route, this. We're going out of Herefordshire up towards Shropshire, all along the Welsh borders. It's a great looking route. It's a good route to drive, and we have a great loco with a fantastic livery. It's just a great way to spend nearly an hour, according to the ETA. Well, just over 50 minutes. Now I think the horn is still yep, it's still shit. So we have a speed decrease coming up to 75 mph, or max speed decrease. At the moment that is not going to affect us. So that's warning us about the 75 decrease, but I mean at the moment we're still having to increase to get to 75, so yeah, we got nothing to worry about there. So we're now into the 75 zone. It's fairly short, only about 3/4 of a mile, and then we are back to the 90 mph zone. So we have class 66 over there with some more aggregates. I think this is going to work out quite nicely. We're going to just enter the 90 mph zone just as we are reaching 75 mph. There we go, perfect. No idea what that lake is. So we do have another decrease in speed, or max speed, down to 80, and that's on an uphill gradient, so we probably won't need to brake for that one. We'd probably be able to just coast up to it and let gravity bring our speed down. Right, so yeah, we're on the uphill section now, 1 in 134, so it's got us down to below 80 in no time at all. Now we have another max speed reduction down to 65, but I think if we carry on coasting we'll be well below that by the time we reach it. So we're into the 80 mph zone. That is the warning for the 65 mph zone coming up. I think we might actually have to brake a little for this, because our speed is not coming down anything like as much as I thought it would. So there we go. I'm fine for that now. So it actually looks like this 65 zone starts the instant we come out of this tunnel. Yep, there it is. And clearly it is just for that curve. And now we can go back up to 80 once the entire train is in that zone, which it now is. Anyone knows what that, I mean, it looks like a mine. Yeah, if anyone knows what that is, feel free to let us know. It doesn't sound so bad outside. It's while you're in the cab that, yeah, it sounds truly awful. So we're really getting through this. We've already done over 10 miles. So Leominster station coming up. I think you know the routine by now. We'll be giving that some of the max 47 thrash as we go through there. Especially as the speed limit is going up to 90 just as we approach the station. Now, will we be able to time this so that, no we won't. We've got to go through the 90 mph section, so we're in it. Alright, let's throttle up now. So there we go, Leominster station. Didn't get the max thrash because, yeah, we'd long since passed it before the engines actually reached, yeah, the full revs. And just in case you missed it, oh, go on then. You know what's coming. They do like their train whistles and train horns on this route. Oh, well, I wasn't paying attention to that because I didn't think I needed to. So, okay, we were able to go beyond 91 mph. Of course, the max running speed of this thing is 95. So even with this, admittedly, it's a fairly light load, but nevertheless, we do still have a fair amount of aggregates that we are pulling, and we were able to reach, well, 4 miles per hour off the max speed. So on another uphill section, no wonder we were still losing speed, even though I wasn't that far off max throttle. So yeah, put it back on there. Predominantly to stop us from losing speed, but let's face it, we are going to gain some, especially as it is now flat again, but that is not going to last very long. Wow, no, so we're now on a 1 in 112, so even though we are going at full throttle, we are still losing speed. We do need to lose some though, because we have an 80 mph max speed zone coming up in a mile and a half. We need to lose about 6 mph, so we'll coast this bit. So Ludlow station coming up. We're now fine as far as our speed goes. So we're into the 80 mph zone now. Once we pass through Ludlow, we will be able to go up to 85. Ludlow looks like it's on a downhill section as a shitty 175 passes us. I don't think this is steep enough for us to gain any speed. Mind you, it's 1 in 132. It's steeper than I thought, but no, we are not gaining speed. Here is Ludlow station. So we're entering the 85 zone. Once the whole train's in there, let's go. It looks like a race course come golf course there. Right, so this 75 mph section coming up in a mile. We've only got to lose 5 mph, so well, I don't think we're going to lose it from coasting. We will have to brake very slightly. There we go, we're okay now. So that's the 75 zone that we're now in. In about 1.25 miles we are back into a 90 mph zone then. I think we might have timed this just about okay. Oh, especially now that it's got steeper. We're now on a 1 in 112 section and our speed's going down, so Craven Arms is the next station. Really does sound more like a pub than a railway station. Those semaphore signs, that really looked like a red signal there. I was going to say, where the fuck did that come from? So here we are at Craven Arms station, and that gets the full thrash treatment. What was that for? That Morphers board didn't apply to us. Yeah, no idea what that was about. Now that's alerting us about the 80 mph limit coming up, but we are not even doing 80 yet, so we're okay for now. In fact, we are losing speed. But I don't think we will be for long because, yeah, we're now on a downhill section. 1 in 125. And now uphill again. This 1 in 112 is making us slow down, which actually is a bit useful because it means we can reach the 90 mph zone and there's no risk of us speeding. Although I could certainly do with it heading downhill now. Church Stretton, the next station in a mile and a half. I think that might be the last station we go through before we reach Shrewsbury. There we are, Church Stretton station. Pretty unremarkable, but nevertheless, I mean, the surroundings are anything but unremarkable. The surroundings are fantastic. So we have speed limit reduction again coming up to 80. And we are going downhill as we approach it, so I don't know if we will be able to coast towards it. Hopefully we can. Yeah, okay, so we're on a 1 in 100 downhill. Our speed is coming down, but at such a slow rate I had to give it a touch of brakes. So I think we're going to just be coasting through this section here until we reach the next 90 zone. So there is the 90 mph sign. We are, more than able to throttle up. Yeah, we definitely got to start braking a bit hefty here. I wasn't paying attention. We have this 70 mph section coming up pretty sharpish. We are definitely not going to be braking in time for this. Jesus Christ! That was way too close, but somehow we did it. So you have a 75 mph section coming up, and yeah, we are not going to be throttling down for that. We need to accelerate up towards it. So yeah, that is the morphosboard for it. We have nothing to worry about at all as far as that one's concerned. Now we are in the 90 zone again, so yeah, absolutely fine on the old speed front, but not for long. 1.5 miles and we are down to 65. Shrewsbury itself is now, yeah, just over 4.5 miles away. We're certainly not going to be able to get our speed down to 65 from coasting. We'll coast for a little bit longer though, and brake. We'll leave the braking as late as we dare. Start applying some. There we go, so we're fine now. now, so we are in the 65 zone, which is fairly short. We can then pick up a bit of speed again up to 70, but considering Shrewsbury is less than 3 miles away, I'm not sure there's really much point. Especially when there is a 30 mph speed limit coming up in a mile and a half. We have the football stadium. I'm assuming it's Shrewsbury Town Football Stadium, but like I said before, if it is that, surely it would be blue and orange rather than the blue and white. Okay, so speed is now fine for now. I think that's because, oh no, it's letting us know about the 15 mph section. I thought initially it was because we've got single yellows or double yellow signals coming up, but yeah, we're in an area where it's all semaphore signals, which are not the clearest to read. So here we are at Shrewsbury station. Yeah, great run, really great scenery, you know, from start to finish. No more missing pieces of track now that that has been fixed. And we're in great train, the good old class 47s. You never say a bad thing about the 47. And this one, say with the GBR freight livery, looks fantastic. So yeah, good run, good train. What more can I say? It's yeah, that was a great one. That really did enjoy that one. So let's see how we did. I think I did get a couple of speeding errors. Oh, it was only the one speeding error, and that was, yeah, because I completely sort of like ignored the speedometer because I didn't think we had a chance of getting, or yeah, even reaching that 90 mph limit, let alone breaking it. So I reckon, yeah, if we'd had the chance on that route, we probably could have reached the 95 operational limit that the 47 has. So there we are. Great one, that. Yeah, really like that one. So yeah, video done, and we will see you at the next one.